All right, special edition of the Outer Banks This Week podcast. I have someone on the phone with me right now that has been on with me before. She really doesn't need much of an introduction. One of the sweetest people you ever meet in your life. She's got a servant's heart, and I can't say enough great things about her. Directly tied in with the Special Olympics here in Dare County to talk about the Polar Plunge coming up on February the 28th. Miss Sandy Pace over the phone. Miss Sandy, how are you today?
I am great, Justin. I am so looking forward to this Polar Plunge. I hope you are too. And how are you doing today?
Oh, gosh, if I was any better, I think my name would be Mitchell Bateman, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. I don't. Again, that's up for debate. But
we can't take two of him.
No, Lord, no! Don't do that to me. Woo, Lord, one's bad enough. But anyway,
that's right.
So, Miss Sandy, talk to me a little bit, if you don't mind, about the Special Olympics, your athletes, the different sports. Just kind of give us. We've talked about it before, but give us a little rundown of it again, if you don't mind.
Okay, well, Dare County has about 142 registered athletes in our program, and we offer sports programming, practices, trainings, competitions in basketball, bowling, soccer, tennis, cheerleading, swimming, track and field, bocce. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything here. And then a bunch of special events throughout the year. They love to dance. They love to get together and socialize. And so all of that training and equipment and medals and T-shirts and uniforms and all the things that we provide for our athletes are at no cost to them. So we raise the money throughout the year in order to provide these programs and activities for, in my opinion, our most amazing, most special people in the whole wide world. And it is so much fun and so rewarding to hang out with all of these guys and gals and watch them do their thing, and they love it. And if you just give them a moment to shine, they will show you what they can do, and they impress every single time.
I'll tell you, just recently I attended one of our Board of Commissioners meetings for a specific line item, and you all were a little ahead of me on the agenda, and just the excitement that they showed when they were up there inviting the commissioners to be a part of the Polar Plunge, and the signs and everything like that. I mean, and the hats. Oh, the hats were great. The little bear hats, like those were, it was really neat to see how excited they got when they were explaining everything, and y'all were talking about the Special Olympics and the Polar Plunge. So
look, they are super excited for this year's plunge. We currently have over 300 people registered. I know at the commissioners meeting we were not that high, but I checked last night. We are over 300 people registered to take the plunge. We have, I think, about 40 teams, people that are, those individuals are made up on some teams. You can do an individual, you can plunge as an individual, or you can plunge as part of a team. These athletes are super excited. They love this thing. It's become a huge community event. We are so grateful for our community that we live in and the support that we get from individuals and local businesses. And this is our one event of the year that can help ensure that we meet our budgeting goals for the year. If we do this thing right, then we don't have to stress for the rest of the year to be able to provide all those things I previously said that we need to provide in order to help our athletes do their best, compete locally, compete regionally, compete statewide, and some of them go on to compete nationally. So this is a big deal, but it's so much fun. It's also, these guys love to have fun. They have fun no matter what they're doing, whether they're training, whether they're just at a special event. This is like become a big event for the year, and they love it. They're so excited. They did have polar bear hats on. That's what they're going to be wearing. There's a special athletes team with some of the coaches involved with them. And some of the parents. And so they'll be wearing polar bear hats, but you will see some crazy outfits out there. You know, Justin, you've been there before. People dress up and it's just so much fun to watch everybody have a good time and come out and support, you know, this wonderful program.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Now let's walk through how the day starts. All right. Let's talk about the day of the event. February 28th at Jennette's Pier is when the plunge is going to take place. Okay. What time does everybody need to be there? What time do people need to start showing up?
Okay, we're doing it a little different this year for those that don't know. We are having kind of like a pre-check-in and pre-registration. If you've already registered online, you don't need to re-register, but everybody will check in to get a wristband. The wristband comes in colors. Because there are so many of us and for safety reasons, we plunge in like 50 people max increments. So on Friday night, kind of like a race packet pickup, you can come on Friday between 4 and 7 to Jennette's Pier upstairs in the little room upstairs, and you can pick up everybody's going to receive a I Plunged at Jennette's Pier t-shirt that is registered. If you want to register, we will take registrations all the way up till Saturday morning at 10:45. But on Friday night, you can come and pick up your wristband. You can get where you're going to be in the where you're going to be in the plunge cycle and get your t-shirt, all that good stuff. Now, if you don't come on Friday night, that's perfectly fine. Come Saturday morning, the pier, we're going to open up at 9 in the morning. 9 to 10:45 will be check-in or new registrations, whichever one it is. And then at 11 will be our opening ceremonies. So if you have checked in on Friday night, you don't have to show up until a little before 11. So you don't want to miss the opening ceremonies. We'll have the torch brought out by an athlete and one of our law enforcement officers. And then from 11 to probably about 11:30, we'll do some information. We'll do a safety brief. We'll give out some awards. There's awards for like best costume, most raised money by an individual, most raised money by a team, who has the largest team, also like the athlete that raised the most money, all kinds of different prize categories we'll have. Also, everybody that's registered gets a raffle ticket. And so we will be giving out a bunch of raffle prizes. So there's gift cards to local businesses and just all kinds of stuff. And then at about 11:30, 11:40, we'll do a safety brief. And that will be done by some rescue swimmers with the Wildlife Commission and also the Coast Guard. And then after that safety brief, we'll line you up. Everybody runs down, does their plunge, gets out, and it's all over after that. I'll tell you what, it doesn't take long to get everybody after they get out of that cold water. Everybody's dressed and gone. But again, we'll have some local vendors out there that will be giving away some free stuff. I saw one of them is giving away these cool squishy polar bears. So make sure you come on out and get your stuff and support us. I know there'll be some local vendors out there. We'll be giving away hot chocolate, hot coffee, donuts. Wawa's going to be there giving out some free stuff. So yeah, come on out and enjoy it. And if you're not going to plunge, that's fine. You can just come on out and support everybody and cheer them on. And we will take donations all day long. And so just come on out and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
What's our goal this year?
Our goal is $60,000, and right now we're at a little over $45,000. So we can do it. I know there's a lot of folks that kind of wait till the last minute and they check on the weather and all that. This is rain or shine, by the way. There is no backup date. It will be done whether it's raining or the sun is shining. So come on out. And again, this money all goes towards these programs. Nobody is paid. Every coach, even myself, we're all volunteers. Nobody is paid for what they're doing. So all of this money goes to our athletes and the programs that we do for them. And truly, truly, we need it. And I know we'll get to 60,000. So if you're out there and you want to make a donation, you can reach out to me at dare@sonc.net. And that's our official email. You can look for the Polar Plunge online. If you just Google OBX Polar Plunge, it will come up. Also at darenc.gov, they have a link for us there. So make sure you check those out. You can go on and find your favorite athlete and donate specifically to them. If you want to donate in a different way, reach out to me at that email address and we'll be happy to get you squared away.
Miss Sandy, I'm going to list all of your email address and a link for people to click through to be able to access or be able to donate in the description of this podcast when it comes out. So that's something I'm definitely going to make sure that we put in there, because I know that there's some people, like you said, like there's people that are listening. They may not be able to make it out there that day, but they would still like to donate to the cause. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up so that people can click and just donate straight to Special Olympics of Dare County. Now, let me ask you one more question before I let you go. And I know you're busy. I'll tell you, people are going to plunge and then they're going to come out. They're going to be soaking wet. They're going to be cold. And then they're going to be like, I need to get out of these wet clothes. I need to change. Will there be like a tent set up for people to go to change clothes if they need to, like with like a little private area? Is that something that's going to be out there?
Yes, we will have 2 changing tents, one for the men, one for the ladies, and they'll be available for people to change either pre and post, however you need to use them. They're there. And I also wanted to say there will be costume judging. So if you have checked in on Friday and you plan to wear a costume, you need to be out there by 10:30 and go by the costume judging area so that you can be judged. But yeah, we'll have those tents out there. We'll have the radio station out there. We will have live stuff going on. So, and we will also have merchandise for sale. We do have some towels. We have some T-shirts. We have some hoodies. We have some cups. So anything you want to, be able to do. And also we have the capability, if you're going to register, you don't have to bring cash. You can write us a check. You can bring cash, and we can take credit cards.
Oh, look at that. All options, all viable options for payment. They can accept them. That is great. Well, Miss Sandy, I appreciate you giving me some time to talk about the Polar Plunge coming up on February 28th. And as you said, you can come to the pre-registration party the night before, get all your packet and your information, and figure out what time you're going to be plunging and what wave of people that you're going to be a part of. And then you just be out there. Everything's going to start, what you said, about 9 o'clock for those that may not have registered yet or just want to come out and hang out early with everyone. And plunging will start around, noonish? Is that correct? Is that what we said?
About 11 will be the opening ceremonies, and about 11:30, 11:40 will start the first set of plungers.
Got it.
And also, you got to come out and support Justin, because we know he's going to plunge. It's become a tradition. He can't get out of it now.
No. And I'm going to challenge others that may be listening to the podcast right now to either A, plunge, or B, click on the link in this description of this podcast and make a donation, because it's all a great cause. And again, if you can see the faces of the individuals, the athletes that benefit from this big plunge that's taking place, it's so worth it. It's so worth the energy and the time and the couple extra bucks you can throw at it. So, Miss Sandy, I do want to thank you again for giving me a few minutes, and I'm thinking we're going to smash that glass ceiling of 60,000. I think it's going to be done by the time February 28th rolls around. I
agree with you, Justin. I know we can do it. And again, these guys and gals are the most special people. And when you watch that smile on their face and the fun that they're having, makes me cry every time, because if I can be a small part of making a difference in their life, and you guys can too, it's worth every minute, every dollar, anything you can do. You won't walk away from there without having that feeling. Let me tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing. Amen. Well, Miss Sandy, listen, you have yourself a great day, and I appreciate you giving me a few minutes today to talk about this. Again, February 28th, the big day at Jennette's Pier for the Polar Plunge to benefit the Special Olympics of Dare County. Miss Sandy, we'll see you out there. All right. See you there. Thank you, Justin. All right. Have a great day. Talk soon. All right. Bye-bye. Bye. Miss Sandy, I'll tell you, one of the sweetest people out there, heart of gold, willing to give, and she pours so much into the Special Olympics here in Dare County. So I encourage you to, if you can make it out there on February 28th, please go out there, support, cheer them on. If you don't want to plunge, throw a couple dollars at it. I mean, I think it's my dad pays to not plunge. He's like, look, I'm gonna give you money so I don't have to plunge. So, and it's funny though. You get what I'm saying? But again, I can't say enough great things about the organization. So if you're able to make it, great. If not, click on the link in the description of this podcast and give. Open your heart, open your soul to these wonderful, wonderful athletes. Again, Out of Banks this week's special edition of the podcast. We'll be back again next week, maybe with another one. Who knows? Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.